Congratulations on becoming a host at Maggie McFly's. Your job here is very important. Guests want to be warmly greeted as if coming into your own home. It is your job to make sure the guests feel welcomed by these 4 words. Welcome to Maggie McFly's. As a host or hostess, you will be the first contact the guest has with Maggie McFly's, and the impression you create will be a lasting one. We feel it is important that you are knowledgeable of our products, procedures, and services of the restaurant, and that you convey them in a courteous manner. When the phone rings, you should always be prepared to give the caller basic information, such as the restaurant's location, directions, the reservation policy, hours of operation, the corporate phone number, and other locations, addresses, and phone numbers. It's everyone's responsibility to ensure that the phone does not ring for a long time or go unanswered. During normal business hours, the phone must be answered within 3 rings. Remember, you are the first impression of Maggie McFly's. Begin each call by saying,
"Thank you for calling Maggie McFly's of Middlebury. This is John speaking. How can I help you?"
If the caller specifically asks for someone, say,
"Yes, one moment please."
If you receive another call while on the phone, simply ask the caller,
"Can you please hold for a moment?" Thank you.
When taking a message, make sure you get the caller's name, number, and what the call is regarding. You should note the time, recipient, and your name. Never leave the caller on hold for more than 1 minute. If you need help, ask a fellow employee or manager. Direct unhappy guests to a manager immediately. No employee, other than a manager, should handle an angry guest. Employees are not allowed to accept calls while working, unless it's an emergency. You can take a message, if you are not too busy. If the call is for a manager, and they are not available, ask if there is anyone else they'd like to speak with. Otherwise, take a message to give to that manager. If you don't know the answer to a question, ask to put the caller on hold while you find the answer. Never say "I don't know." However, if you are unable to answer, ask to call back. What is our reservation policy? Maggie McFly's accepts reservations Thursday through Sunday. Friday and Saturday we offer call ahead and priority seating. If a guest calls about reservations, priority seating, and/or call ahead seating, direct the call to a manager. Only managers are permitted to handle these requests. The initial greeting is very important. Make sure you open the door with a smile. This greeting sets the tone for the entire evening. You should always be smiling and making eye contact. Look at the guest while speaking so they can hear you. Never use the phrase "just the 2 of you." It makes the party seem less important for being small. If on a wait, you should seat parties when all or most of the guests have arrived. If not on a wait, you may seat incomplete parties. You should not spend time picking a table while the guest is waiting. Have a seating plan before the guest arrives so that you can seat promptly. Seat equally and fairly. Go around the room in a rotation. Your goal is for each server to have the same amount of tables. However, the guest is always right. If the guests decline the table, kindly tell them you will see what else is available for them. Once a table is decided upon, pull tables away from banquettes to allow better access. Wait for guests to be seated, then hand out menus, ladies first. Point out table tents if applicable. Remove any extra place settings. Show guests to the bathroom or bar, don't point. And never walk away without a smile. Guests are likely to tell the host about any birthday requests. It is your responsibility to promptly relay this information to the party server. When guests are leaving the restaurant, always smile and say, "Thank you and goodbye." Cleanliness in both your appearance and the restaurant is important. The host stand is the first thing that guests see when entering the restaurant. It must be constantly neatened. Extra menus should be put in place. All plateware should be removed, and the glass top should be wiped down. The front door must be closely monitored and wiped free of fingerprints on a regular basis. The bathroom must be stocked and cleaned regularly. Replace necessities, wipe counters clean, and throw away all litter. You should make a bathroom log at the beginning of each shift and maintain throughout. When seating or bussing a table, you must return to the host stand immediately, each and every time. Remember, the guest on the phone is as important as the guest present. However, the guest in front of you is a priority. Place the caller on hold and attend to the guests present. Maggie McFly's offers gift certificates for our guests' convenience. They are available in any denomination and are good at all Maggie McFly's restaurants. Direct the guest to the bar or barista station to purchase gift certificates. Takeout orders can be picked up at the bar or barista as well. Make sure when a guest calls to place an order, you direct them to a server. Only servers can take takeout orders. Maggie McFly's does not have a private dining room. When guests inquire about a private party, direct the call to a manager. Congratulations! You completed the video portion of your host or hostess training. Remember, you can always use this video as a reference as well as your handbook and procedures.